Oh, I forget that I have to advance. I just assume it's just gonna fade. It fades in and then it's
Oh,
gonna
I was
fade out.
right. Huh? When I come to, I'm in a strange place. The barren land is endless, and I can't see past the horizon, no matter how hard I try. The unceasing wind stirs up the golden sand, stinging my eyes. I stand absent-mindedly in it all. There's no need to hurry. I know this scenery. I remember seeing it in a dream before. So, I understand this is a dream, and wait for the dream to end. I suddenly feel something strange on my arm. A metallic sound. I roll up my sleeve and... there's my arm, as a sword itself. Ah! I jump out of my futon. I check my right arm even before I notice I'm in my room. Ah! Huh? It's fine. My right arm is my right arm. It's not steel, nor is it a sword. It was a dream. I sigh with relief. I don't know why I saw a dream like that, but it might have to do with me making a contract with Saber. I guess I'll ask Tosaka when I get the chance. More importantly, I have to go prepare breakfast now. It's before 6 o'clock. Even though Sakura won't be here, Saber and Fujine are still here. It's too late if I'm going to make breakfast for 3. I head to the living room quietly. I stop and try to figure out how they're doing on the other side of the shoji. I hear Fujine's half-asleep breathing and Saber's regular breathing. I must have let my guard down as I try to imagine how it looks in there. I hide my blushing face with my hand and breathe in the cold air. I need more training. I'll just go cook breakfast now. I shake my head and walk away. But it's not good for my mental health to have girls staying in the same house as me. Same.
It's a big ask. I'm going ahead now. Don't be late, even if you're by yourself, okay?
Yeah, you do your best on your morning work, too.
Yeah, thanks, Shiro. Your food was really good.
Fujine bows and heads to school. Well, I still have about 30 minutes. I'm already done cleaning up, so I'll act on the decision I made yesterday.
What was the decision we made yesterday?
I think to train with Saber.
Okay.
The wounds and bruises from last night have healed. I have some time, so I go and train with Saber. Ha! Yeah. The sounds of our Shinai echo. The clashing sound, rather impressive. I guess I can't take the phrase learning by watching others too lightly. Just imagining a role model makes my Shinai lighter and easier to handle. As usual, Saber's repelling my attacks without losing her breath. But is something wrong with her this morning? Until yesterday, I would have received a counterattack and been knocked unconscious the instant she parried me. But her counters are avoidable today if I become desperate. Well, by avoidable, I mean I don't get knocked unconscious. Saber's counters are still very effective. Whew. I put my Shinai down and take a breath. The clock's already pointing at 8 o'clock. It's been an hour since I started fighting Saber. It's true that Saber wasn't up to par, but I could react better to Saber's attacks, and I was so into it that I forgot about time. I've let out some good sweat. But what's wrong with you this morning, Saber? I'm less scared of your attacks today compared to yesterday.
That is not true. I fought you like I did yesterday. If you think I went easier, it must be that you are improving.
Huh? I've improved? Me at anything. Saber nods. It doesn't seem like flattery, and Saber's not one who would say such things. Really?
I am surprised. Your technique is so different from yesterday's.
Really? No, that can't be true. It must be that you're not doing so good today. All teachers would lose their jobs if someone could get better in a day or two.
I feel the same way, but let me see. To put it clearly, there are less unnecessary movements in you now. Your body is already fit, so you can improve just by learning proper techniques.
There's less unnecessary movement. Come to think of it, my body did move well this morning. It felt like my Shinai automatically parried sabers, even though my body couldn't react to it. I only copied him.
As I thought, you asked me for teaching, but you copy Archer's technique, huh?
Huh? Wow, you can tell?
Of course. You did not have a basic style before. Anyone could tell if one base entered your style.
It's not like I ignored you. I guess you can say his figure got engraved in my mind because I was with him all yesterday.
No, you do not need to ask for my permission. I have no complaints if you were to become stronger.
Liar. What's with that disappointed face? I'm telling you I'm sorry. Even if I wanted to use you as my model, I can't even see how you're attacking. We have different physiques, so it's impossible to copy you.
You were certainly right, so I'm just your training partner, huh?
Oh. I feel like I've gotten myself into a deep hole. No, let's not talk too much about this. Anyway, I can fight a bit now.
What are you saying? Your technique did improve, but it is on the level of barely being able to fight. It is not something that can match Archer or Berserker, so please do not challenge them by yourself under any condition.
Saber declares so. It seems like she's a master that's remonstrating an elated student, and it brings a smile to my face. How charming can this cute master be? That was odd.
He's like, man, I love getting yelled at, but also she's cute.
I get to school an hour late. The hallway's filled with students because it's break time. The class must have just ended for 2C, as many familiar people are coming out of the classroom.
Random students. Yo, I don't know why, but Tiger was really pissed. You should be prepared for it in the 4th period.
Oh yeah, we have English today. I greet the classmate that gives me the ominous news. The instant I get to the door into my classroom.
Oh, am I this guy?
I think so? Yeah, you must be. Yeah.
Oh, God, all my men sound the same.
Like a dog. The world history teacher comes out. Good morning, Sensei.
You were late, Emiya. We went over what would be covered in the exam. Be sure to get it from a friend later.
Okay, I'm sorry for being late. Kuzuki nods and leaves. He's Kuzuki Soichiryo, the Iron Teacher that teaches world history and philosophy, and is also in charge of the student council. He's just as he looks, and he's a rare teacher that gains popularity as the students progress through school. Morning. I go to my desk while greeting my classmates. For a few seconds, I regret that I was late. You can just do it. Oh.
I wanted to see who it was.
I thought it was just a random student. My bad.
Yeah. Hey, you're here pretty late.
Someone greets me, so I turn around. Then there's Shinji, strangely friendly. Shinji, what's wrong? You're acting strange. Did you not get enough sleep last night? I tell him what I'm thinking. He completely changes and glares at me. Then he smiles again. Shinji was strange yesterday, but he's even stranger today. Shinji? Don't tell me you were attacked. Damn, I told you so. If you're not going to fight, you should stay at home.
Shut up. Why are you talking like you're the boss?
Shinji?
Or what? Are you conceited because you're friends with Tosaka? Don't misunderstand, okay? It doesn't mean you're strong, even if you cooperate with Tosaka. I know you're happy that you got a strong servant, but it's shameful to be conceited.
Shinji glares at me. It doesn't seem like he has much composure.
Oh well, it's good that you came. See, it would have been boring if you didn't come.
Oh, do we get to fight Shinji today?
Is he gonna turn on his murder circle?
That must be all he wanted to say. Shinji goes back to his seat, chuckling. Didn't he already do that? I guess not the same way. We, found him earlier.
Oh, well, we found him with his little pillars up. Because we were trying to destroy them, right? Because Ren got one on the roof. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if... Because we fought Ryder, but we didn't... Did we defeat her?
Because... No, I don't think we killed her or anything. Do we know that Shinji is Ryder's master at this point in this?
No, we saw him and we thought it, but we never.
And we know he is
it.
a master.
Yeah, but we don't know.
But we don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The classroom gets loud once it's lunchtime. Huh? Issei's already gone. He must have gone to the student council room again because of his lack of sleep thing. I made lunch today, so I'd like to avoid eating it in the classroom. The guys in the classroom are making a commotion. Hey, what's going on? I call out to them. The guys that are secretly talking look at me with suspicious eyes.
Random classmate? Random classmate.
Yeah.
This is no time for questions. Look outside the classroom, but secretly, okay?
Goto must have watched some strange TV program last night. What? Then, outside the classroom in the hallway is a person that's acting more suspiciously than Goto and the others.
Goto?
I think so.
It's Tosaka from 2A. Does she have some business in our classroom?
I could do this, rando. She has to. I've been peeking at her for a while, and she's been doing the same. She's peeking to our classroom in a casual yet bold manner. She's passed our door 7 times. No, that makes 8 now.
Yeah, this...
Hey, Nox.
You monster!
I'm sorry, I didn't think you were just... I thought I had a moment.
Hi, Nox! Yeah, this can't just be coincidence. Is it me or does she look like she's glaring? Doesn't she usually look calmer?
Oh, you think so too? Yeah, she's getting angrier the more she stays out there. It's harder to go near her now. She must be irritated. Is something annoying her?
It seems like the person she's waiting for isn't noticing her, rather than not being here yet. It's like she hid a birthday present for someone. She's really pissed now because that person hasn't noticed it even after a year. It's a very specific analogy, my dude.
Really loud.
Your audio is kind of cranked, but it's supposed to be, because it's also the game audio. Don't be nervous,
Okay.
It's fine, I promise.
Okay. Goto, you give ridiculous examples. You're too accurate. What, were you a general in your previous life? The guys are saying whatever they want. I timidly look out into the hallway again. She's pissed. I don't know what she's mad about, but I think Goto-kun is right. Well, what should I do?
Oh, shit. We get to make a choice?
Just go talk to her, you weird ass.
She's after me, I'll give up and go out there. She's after me, I don't want to die, so I'll keep quiet. Who's she after? I don't know, so I'll play dumb. Oh my god, Shiro!
I feel like we just go top choice, right?
Right.
Nox, you haven't really missed anything either. We trained with Saber for a little bit, then we came to school.
And we talked about sandwiches for 30 minutes.
We did talk about sandwiches for a while. You did miss that.
Which probably works out in your favor.
Honestly. Some buffer time. Tosca must want to talk to me. But I'm curious why she's acting that way. Considering Tosca, she would drag me out if she has business with me, so why is she acting like an ordinary schoolgirl? I want to ignore her, but I guess I can't. More than anything, I'm scared of what she'll do to me if I ignore her. I get up with my lunchbox. I prepare myself for the questioning I'll get from Goto-kun and the other guys after I get back. Tosca, what are you doing here?
I'm taking a walk. It's natural for me to eat lunch during lunchtime, right?
Tosca's acting too suspicious. She's restless and doesn't try to look me in the eyes. Oh, okay. Then you can continue with your walk. I'm gonna go eat in the student council room. I wave her goodbye and turn around.
Hold on. You're doing this on purpose, right?
I turn around. Hey now, Tosca. I don't know what happened, but I don't understand it like that. If there's something you want to tell me, go ahead.
She's so cute.
Tosca's looking at me hesitantly. I bet she knows that Archer fucking beat us up. Could it be? Did you forget your lunch money? I can't give you my lunch, but I can lend you some money.
Oh my god. You're so wrong, you idiot!
Tosca barks out. The hallway goes quiet. It's like the first time we've seen large text in this game. After a few seconds, everything resumes as if nothing's happened. I see. Everyone protected their reality by ignoring what happened. There's no way the perfect, beautiful honor student, the school idol Tosca Rin, would scream out the word idiot in the hallway. Therefore, what happened in the past minute was completely erased from their memory. I envy them. I want to amend my memory from about 4 days ago. So, if it's not lunch money, what is it?
You're having lunch now, right? Do you want to come with me? I know a better place than the student council room.
Tosca says so while looking at me from time to time. Oh. She just wants to talk to me because she wants to have a strategic meeting.
Oh my god. This poor boy.
Relatable brain process. Wait. This is a better place? It's cold. The rooftop is mercilessly cold. The rooftop would be filled with students enjoying the wind and the scenery during summer, but it's completely isolated during the winter. It's cold. I say it one more time.
Oh my god.
It's an honest opinion as well as an objection made to the person next to me.
What? Suck it up if you're a man.
My objection is dismissed in a flash.
This way, Amiya-kun. It's less windy and nobody would see us here.
She must not intend to look at me as she moves in a hurry. I eat my lunch. She must have called for me since she wanted to talk to me, but she doesn't say anything at all. And when I take a peek at her, she's looking at me as if she wants to say something. I keep eating my lunch. I won't be able to keep my sanity unless I do so. I don't care that it's cold or that there's no conversation. It's just that this is really troubling. There are limited places to get away from the wind, so inevitably Tosca's eating her bread right next to me. We're so close that our shoulders would touch if I moved a bit. Doesn't this look like we're eating lunch together?
You are eating lunch together.
I try hard to keep my face from blushing. Damn. Why didn't I realize it when she invited me in the hallway? It's only natural that I can't calm down. The person next to me is a girl I admired, even though she's my ally now. I can't say this no matter what, since Tosca would just laugh it off, but I really wish she'd be more considerate. Yeah, Nox, I agree. Very relatable Shiro content. My chopsticks hit the bottom of my lunchbox. I'm done eating. I can't help it, so I start cleaning up. Tosca must have already finished eating, as she's watching me awkwardly. Damn. Lunch break will be over in a few minutes. I guess I'll have to ask her what we'll do after school today. Hey, Tosca?
Oh, can I have a moment?
We speak out at the same time. And on top of that, our eyes meet for the first time today.
No, I don't have any. Oh, wait, hold on. You're the second line. Okay. You want to try it at the same time?
Alright, yeah.
3?
On go?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go. What?
No,
Go ahead if you want to say something.
I don't have anything I want to say. Please, go ahead if you want to say something, Tosca. Nice. We talk at the same time again, avert our gazes from embarrassment. And silence follows. The end of lunch break is nearing. I'm relieved and disappointed that we might have to go now. Then...
I'm sorry about last night.
Tosca murmurs in an apologetic tone. Huh?
It's about yesterday. I used my command spell on him. I know it's nothing now, but I'm still sorry.
My thought process stops. What happened last night? Archer tried to kill me, and Tosca says she used a command spell on him. Tosca, that means...
Yes, I told him not to attack you no matter what while we're cooperating, so something like yesterday should never happen again.
That helps me out. It does, but she used one of her only 3 command spells on such a thing. I see, but that's not something you should be sorry for. That's something he did on his own. He didn't know what he was doing either, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean I have nothing to do with it. It's my responsibility for letting him do as he pleases.
She says so with a downcast look. The gesture is unlike Tosca. I like that fact less than the fact that Archer attacked me. Alright, I'll say that's the case if you say so. But Archer told you all this? I would never think he would report to you about attacking me.
Yeah, but you'd think something happened if your servant came back wounded with no magical energy. He hides things, but he never lies. He quickly confessed what happened when I asked him.
Oh, you're back to your normal self. Yeah, it's not like you unless you're like that.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
It's fine. So where's Archer?
I left him at my place. He's been acting strange since last night. I don't want to let him see you a day after such a thing happened.
True. I don't want to see him either. I'm sure we'll just insult each other if we see each other again. I see, but do you know why he attacked me?
He said having fewer enemies is better. He said something about how you can be ignored, but how he has to defeat Saber because she'll get in the way later on. He said it'd be troublesome if you got controlled again like yesterday, so he decided to kill you.
Damn, I can't object to that. I'm certainly a bother, as I almost fell for Caster's trap. He must have determined that I'm a burden the instant Caster controlled me. I understand now. Then let's end this topic right here. There was some fault for my part as well, and in any case, I don't know what would have happened to me if he hadn't come. See, they cancel each other out. You don't have to feel so bad about it.
Yeah, it means a lot if you say so.
She looks away awkwardly. She must not be able to agree easily because of her strong sense of responsibility. Oh, the bell rang just at the right time. The bell rings to tell us that lunch break is over. I couldn't tell how my lunch tasted, but this was fun in its own way. Let's go back. You'll be late for 5th period. 5th period after lunch? The fuck? I get up and head to the door. But Tosca's still sitting down. Tosca, you know that the bell rang, right? She doesn't answer, but looks at me like she wants to say something.
Keep me company for a while. It's alright to skip one class, right?
Then she says something that an honor student would never say. The bell rings to signal the start of the 5th period. But what are we doing? Drinking hot coffee here like this. By the way, I went and bought the coffee in a flash. Editor's note.
There's still 5 minutes until class starts, right? I think it won't take you 5 minutes to go to the store on the 1st floor and come back.
Fuck. It's because of the demonic request made by Tosca.
Okay, so, how about you?
Wait. Okay, yeah. No, I think you're right. Huh? Oh, when I started learning magic? Yeah, that's right. My father finally started teaching me after I begged him for 2 years.
So a total of about 8 years, huh? Your dad sure did an incomplete job. If he was going to teach you, he should have done something from the time you were born. Awkward. Your body was already too mature 8 years ago. He couldn't put a magic crest on you, nor could he tamper with your body.
Uh-oh. Tosca says dangerous things with a serious face. Well, I know this is her part of her as a magus. Yeah, but as I told you before, my father never intended to teach me magic. That's why he didn't go through the proper steps like you did. Actually, what do you mean by doing something when you're born?
It's just like it sounds. The magic crest of a family becomes larger the more history there is behind the family. The magic crest is a magic circuit taking shape, so engraving it into someone causes the human body to reject it and causes serious pain. So we implant it bit by bit from the time we are born to moderate the pain. We also drink bitter herbs and ground bones to create resistance in our bodies. Well, you don't need to worry too much since it doesn't concern you as a magic user, and it's troublesome if you start copying it and do reckless things.
I don't intend to. But are you alright? It sounds pretty bad from the way you said it. I can't put it into words properly. I don't know what you'd call a normal magus teacher. But I felt the pressure when I went to Tosca's house. A family that passes on a long history? children that have the duty to succeed from the time they're born, secluded from the normal world, disregarding their will. I bite my lip, trying irresponsibly to think how long and heavy it is.
Oh, I see. So you're worrying about such a thing.
What's with that meaningful face? I'm not worried at all, you know.
Of course not. There's nothing for you to be worried about. I did it because I wanted to, and I don't regret it one bit. Isn't that the same for you as well?
Why are you asking me? Wait, the same? Me and Tosaka?
Jeez, you really don't get anything about yourself, huh? Look, my training was indeed hard, but I never thought about running away. I'm saying that it must be the same for you.
Oh, yeah, you're right, but I was never asked to do anything as hard as you're doing.
Don't say stupid things. It's crazy to start learning magic after 9 years of normal life. I don't know what your daily routines are, but I'm sure it's a dangerous one. It must be so dangerous that you might lose your life if you fail.
Oh, well, that's only because I'm an amateur, and it's not supposed to be that dangerous. I can't compare it to you, Tosaka.
Right, I can't compare myself to you either. Training in magic is like that. The only common thing is that we're all putting our lives on the line. There is a difference in how much we put on the line, but it just means how much risk we're willing to take, right? In that regard, your training is much harsher than mine. I've never trained in a way that might kill me. Oh. Yeah, that's right. I've never trained in a way that might kill me. First of all, I don't fail.
Wow, you just declared it.
Mm-hmm.
She casually says something that hurts me.
Hi, Fury.
In other words, she said she doesn't understand how we feel when we fail.
Hey, don't sulk. I praised you.
It doesn't make me happy when the person that always gets the perfect score tells me I did well this time.
I didn't say this time. The point is that the training is hard, but it's not harsh. That's why I've never run away from it. And I will continue training. The same goes for you, right?
Tosaka said it was hard, but not harsh. I think she's right. I didn't feel that my training was harsh nor severe. No, I didn't have any composure to think about such a thing. I just wanted to catch up to Kiritsugu. I want to be like Kiritsugu someday. I kept on training to be the superhero that Kiritsugu couldn't be. Come to think of it, most of my memories are about training in the shed. But I've never regretted it. I've always believed that it's the most important thing for me. I see. You're right, now that you mention it. I guess I did my share, huh?
Yep, you came to where you are today with your own skill, so have more confidence in yourself.
Tosaka tells me to be proud. I'm a bit embarrassed. It's more embarrassing she's getting happy about it as if it's her own accomplishment.
Well, let's talk about the serious stuff now that this conversation's over. We have to know about each other's strengths if we're going to be cooperating.
Strengths? Oh, you must mean the magic we can use, huh? That's something you know already. You know what I can use, right?
Yes, your magic is strengthening, right? I won't say it's rare, but I don't think many magi use it as their primary magic. I've been wondering, but why are you particular about the strengthening magic?
No, that's the only thing I can do. I tried a lot, but strengthening's the only one I can do. The rest is basic stuff like making a blueprint and such. This isn't something we have to talk about now.
I see. I guess mine is conversion. Accumulation, flow, and transformation of power. That's my basic power, and I also know the popular spells. I can manage to make a boundary field that's about a classroom size.
Conversion of power? That's the most basic and the most all-around. In other words, she can put magical energy into any container and transform it. I see. I'm happy that you're telling me this, but is it really alright to tell me about your magic?
You told me about yours before, right? It's not fair if I hide mine.
Saying so, Tosaka holds out her left arm.
I've shown you before, but this is my magic crest. The technique of conversion is what's been passed down the Tosaka family. We're good at shifting our powers, or someone else's. Magical energy disappears when we take it out of our body, right? We cannot create anything special with just magical energy. We execute the equation called magic using the magical energy before it disappears. That's why pure magical energy, that's not part of a spell, is hard to move around.
She stops there and takes a small rock out of her pocket. Is it a jewel? The transparent polyhedron reminds me of a kaleidoscope.
As an exception, I can store my magical energy in other objects. No, not only my magical energy, but I can also store others' magical energy. And although it'll be difficult, I can store things other than magical energy as well. And the most compatible storage space is a jewel. You know that jewels are places that easily store thoughts, a prison that stops flow, right? Additionally, crystals that have been in the ground for a long time carry strong natural spirits. Such jewels can become a simple magic crest when magical energy is poured into them. Well, since it's a jewel, it'll break once the stored magical energy is released.
Tosaka shrugs and puts away the jewel. That's a waste. By it breaking, you mean it'll go away once you use it, right? Do you have to replenish an expensive thing like a jewel every time you use it?
Yup, that's why we're always out of money. Magi of the Tosaka family start by making money once they succeed.
I see. Yeah, people have different problems, Tosaka. She looks away as if she said too much. Yeah. I think so every time I see her, but I think Tosaka's rather foolish.
Fucked, dude! That's a bully! Senpai Shadow, this is going to take forever.
The 5th period's about to end. Tosaka's explanation has ended, so I decide to ask her about another Magus, about Shinji. Hey, Tosaka, I heard Shinji's family, the Mato family, is a family of magi. Did you know that?
Yes, I did. But my dad told me the Mato family declined in the past few decades. He said that the Mato family doesn't have the bloodline of magi now. That's true, that's why I was surprised to hear that Shinji became a master.
I see, so she did know, huh? That's to be expected, because she supervises this land and knows about all the magi with the history that live here, so she should know that Shinji's a master. Wait, hold on! Tosaka! You knew that Shinji's a master?
I'm sorry, I guess my thinking he couldn't be a master backfired.
Tosaka says so as if it's nothing. That's strange. She's looking for the 3rd master at our school, but it seems like she's not considering Shinji to be a problem at all. Tosaka, Shinji's a master, right?
Yes, but that shouldn't be a problem. He doesn't have any magical energy, so he shouldn't be able to do anything outrageous. Araname is the master hiding at our school. Shinji doesn't have the presence of a master, so he's not the one we're looking for.
Then does that mean there's actually 4 masters at our school?
I would think so. Well, I don't think Shinji would interfere since I told him not to do anything.
She makes another worrisome statement. No, first of all, how did Tosaka find out that Shinji's a master? Tosaka, can you tell me what happened this morning in detail?
There's nothing much to talk about since Shinji was the one who told me. He asked me if I wanted to cooperate with him since he's a master as well.
I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this, but I can't stop her here. So what happened after that?
I declined, of course. But he still kept on being persistent, so I unintentionally said that I don't need him since I have you, Shiro. Ooh.
Tosaka laughs as if it's a funny story.
That's so fucked. He's so mad.
That must be why Shinji was acting strange today.
God, he's so fucking tilted, dude.
But... So what will you do? Are you going to ignore Shinji? Shinji's the one that set up the boundary field at our school, right?
What?
Tosaka freezes. I thought so. She didn't know Shinji made the boundary field, huh? You're wrong, Tosca. Shinji's certainly not a magus, but he's the one that set up the boundary field. I think his service excels like magic, like Caster. Tosca grows pale. Tosca, you didn't know?
I did. I knew the boundary field was made by a servant, but...
She couldn't make the connection to Shinji, huh? I recall how Tosca was acting until now. I bet Tosca was so worried about what happened last night she couldn't think about Shinji. It must be the biggest mistake she's made in her life.
Crap, Shinji might be...
She gets up instantly and glares at the exit. At that instant... Blood fort!
Fucking absolutely, dude.
The disorder is revealed as if it was carefully timed.
Me? You? You, me?
I assume it's you. I don't know if Shiro knows the term.
Oh, that's true. Boundary field.
The sky is tinted red. My body's numb just by breathing in the red air surrounding the school. It doesn't affect magi that can create magical energy inside their bodies, but people with scarce magical energy will faint just by breathing it in and should eventually die. Tosca!
I know, let's hurry, Shiro.
The school's red all around. The hallway's red like blood. The air is red like blood. The thick air sticking to my skin makes me hallucinate that this might just be a bad dream. Gah. Breath filled with hatred escapes my closed mouth. I pour reasoning onto my confused and heated brain as coolant, and I try to grasp the situation. I run into the classroom, the one nearest to the stairs. Tosca stops for a second, hesitant to enter this disastrous scene. I understand how she feels. I don't want to encounter such a thing either. They're still alive. It doesn't mean we won't make it. I go near a student and check his pulse and breathing. There's no conscious person in this classroom. Everybody, including the students at their desks and the teacher up front, are down on the floor now. Most of the students are unconscious, convulsing, foaming at the mouth like it's a bad joke. A few students have other things happening to them. Their skin is melting. The human skin is slowly melting like mud sliding off of plaster. The way the melting skin drips onto the floor makes me picture a giant stomach. Tosca's astonished by the horrific scene. There's no time to think. To resolve this situation as fast as we can, I should... Yeah, pretty bad trip, I'd say.
I feel like we want to call for Saber.
Oh, see, I'm thinking we don't blow the command spell like that.
Because I guess, because she can only find the servant, she can't find Shinji.
Right. Servants can kind of sense other servants, yeah.
Okay, so we don't want to waste a command spell on Saber. Because we have
I don't
two?
know. I do think we maybe promised. We have 2 left.
Do we make a promise to call her?
Maybe we did that. I like...
Because
on the last
we're not
route.
really in danger.
Yeah. We're not in like immediate danger. The last route when we were put in a blood fort, we and got kicked out a window. No, that wasn't the blood fort. Lancer kicked us out a window, right?
Yeah, but I think that was during the blood fort. A lot happened at one time.
I feel like it can't be the same as the last route, but I could also be wrong. I'm not super confident in my choice here. We did promise Saber to call her if we were in danger.
Yeah, but we're not in danger, but people are melting.
Right. I think
You think the two of us can find Shinji?
Yeah. Shinji's a
We're
weak
strong,
bitch.
independent magi that don't need no servants.
Exactly. Time to die.
This is absolutely what's going to fucking happen.
There's no time to stop and ponder. If this is a boundary field made by Shinji's servant, we just have to get to the cause right away. Tosca, let's search through the building. We can't have any more victims. I grab Tosca, who's still standing still, and run. This is the Rin route, not the Saber route.
Yeah, that's a valid point. Hold on, Emiya-kun. We probably won't make it. If our enemy's a servant, we have to have a servant too, or we'll just get killed even if we find Shinji.
I see, but... She says we should call for Saber, but we won't make it if we wait for her to come here.
Here's your command spell. I'll call Archer as well. Saber should be able to come here in an instant if you summon her using your command spell.
She says so while biting her lip. It seems she's got herself together, but her usual cool isn't there yet. Hold on. I'll be the only one to use the command spell. If there's only one enemy, Saber's enough. And if this is the doing of Shinji's servant, our enemy's that black servant. I fought her the day before yesterday. Saber should be able to beat that servant by herself.
Is that fine, Emiya-kun?
Yeah, you used your command spell yesterday, so it's my turn today. We can call for Archer if Saber can't handle the situation by herself. So, how do I use the command spell?
Concentrate on your left hand. It's better if you close your eyes. Imagine the shape of your command spell and release it. Give an order while you release it, of course.
I close my eyes. I can't take my time. I eliminate any thoughts in my head as quickly as I can. Concentrate on my second command spell. Please, come, Saber! And I release the command spell without any hesitation. My hand burns. At the same time, I feel an unnatural heaviness right beside me, and a knight in silver emerges from the heavy void. Saber!
I have come in response to your summons. What is the situation, Master? Is it grave enough? It is grave enough for you to use your command spell, correct?
It's just as it looks. A servant activated this boundary field. I want to remove this boundary field as fast as possible.
I understand. I certainly feel the presence of a servant on this floor. This floor? The servant's on the 4th floor? I am sure of it. What about it, Rin? Huh? No, I'm sure that that's the case if you say so, but that's too strange. I can feel that the origin of the boundary field is on the 1st floor. I'm sure your skill to detect a servant is superior to mine, but my skill to detect magic is pretty good too.
So you're saying the servant's on this floor, even though the boundary field was set up on the 1st floor?
I can't say for sure, but that's what I feel. The source of the boundary field has to be on the 1st floor.
So there are two alternatives, huh? If Shinji arranged for a servant to come to this floor, one has to be a trap. Everyone in the school will pay the price if we make the wrong choice.
Rin, where is Archer? We can make a better analysis if he's here. He's not answering me. This boundary field has us totally cut off from the outside world. I have to use the command spell, or we'll have to wait for him to detect this and come here.
Tosca and Saber glare at each other. But now's not a time to be doing so. Think. Tosca doesn't have her composure. The best thing we can do right now is... Alright. We'll go search the 1st floor. I feel sorry for letting Saber fight by herself, but she should be able to take the servant on by herself. Saber, I'll leave the servant up to you. Can you fight by yourself?
Of course. What will you do, Shiro?
I'm going down to the 1st floor. I might be unreliable by myself, but I'm sure it'll be alright if Tosca's with me. Besides, only Tosca can detect magical energy. Let's go together, Tosca.
Yeah, of course. I was gonna go by myself if you didn't ask me.
Right, of course.
Right.
Then it's decided. So now,
Hey, what are you doing? Are you insane breaking a chair like that?
We need a weapon, right? I can only use strengthening magic, so I need something I can strengthen. You fucking snap a chair?
Yes.
Like a metal piece?
I'm guessing they're wooden, but the picture shows metal.
Oh, but yeah. I mean, I like have accidentally broken them, so maybe if you really try, it's like the actual part where it's welded is pretty weak.
Bro, are you the Hulk in real life?
I have a piece of, I actually have like, Shiro is ripped. That's canonically true. I swing the leg of the chair. It's exactly like the time I got attacked by Tosaka. I easily succeed the strengthening magic, and I also take another leg while I'm at it. Crack another one off.
Shiro, I feel weak presences outside. It seems we are surrounded.
Surrounded by what?
I do not know. We only need to go out and check.
If we can fucking look.
Just open the goddamn door.
You're right. Can you take the lead?
Fucking guess. Of course, it is my duty to be your shield.
Saber runs out into the hallway. Let's go, Tosca. We'll go down the first floor. They're on the 4th floor, Nox. I don't know if the window's an option.
If you don't care about your kneecaps, yeah.
4 floors might just be your life. I don't...
You would be fucked up. Like you are definitely not walking away from that. Like, you could probably live, but you do not have any bones in your legs at that point.
Yeah. Maybe they could look out the window if the skellies are, like, outside, but I just assume they're in the school. The instant we go out into the hallway, we find out what's surrounding us. Are those bones? Things made out of inhuman bones are coming in great numbers from the other side of the hallway. What is that? Tosaka!
Golem, it's kind of a familiar. Just come this way. Saber, we'll take care of them. They won't be a match for Saber no matter how many of them they are.
I'll leave it to you, Saber. I run to the stairs. The sound of Saber destroying the bones echoes behind me. Stop just calling them bones. We run down the stairs. It's not that far to the first floor, but... Damn you! I smash the blocking bone creature with a chair leg in my hand. Ha! 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 This is the 3rd one already. It might be because I saw the disaster, but I don't care about confronting these monsters. In other words, my mind is numb. My proper emotions, such as hatred, fear, sadness, and cowardice, have all frozen up. The only thing filling my head is the desire to get to the first floor. I take the 2 swords in my hand and swing them like I saw him use them.
He made chair leg swords so he could be Archer. Oh my god.
It's cosplaying.
Hey, don't go that way.
I smash the 4th bone creature. The bone creature that tried to attack Tosca from the side gets smashed and smacked into a wall. Oh, maybe I said that. Oops. Hey, are you alright, Tosca? Good. Tosca isn't hurt at all. Tosca, where's the origin of the boundary field?
It's right there. It's in that classroom.
The place Tosca points at is about 10 meters ahead. There are a few more bone creatures that followed us down the stairs, but we don't have time to deal with them. Parry the attacking sword with the weapon in my right hand. I attack the defenseless body with the weapon in my left hand. I destroy the 5th bone creature, but there are more of them. There are at least 10 bone creatures in the hallway. Please, God, call them skeletons.
Bone creatures.
Damn, they're persistent. Why don't you guys run out? I retreat a bit. The chair legs in my hands are worn down. Even though I strengthened them, they're originally only stainless steel.
Oh, he did break the fucking stainless steel chair legs. Oh my god!
I don't know if he'll hold even for one more attack.
Get back, Shiro.
Huh?
Oh god, I'm gonna have to yell in German.
It might just be Gondor. I'm surprised, but I back up like she tells me to. At that instant, Tuska jumps out in front of me and throws a jewel at the bone creatures. Nope.
I fucking knew it, dude. See you, German.
That was like Ein Korper. You could have done that.
Nope. How about that one time you were going to read Greek for us, Jake?
That wasn't even like text. Those weren't letters. Oh my god. That's so different. This just says Korper. She fills my vision with pure white. That must have been some sort of a release spell. There's no sign of destruction in the hallway, and only the scattered remains of the bone creatures are there.
Thanks, you helped me out. I really used the topaz, so it took me some time to get it ready. I would have been overwhelmed if you weren't with me. Guys, that's the fucking joke. The joke is that Jake had to read Greek letters. It's memes.
Also, they weren't like a modern Greek alphabet. Those are like not. It's like ancient letters. They're
There
not even.
was no way he was going to read that.
Like, I understand that she's Greek, but those weren't just normal modern Greek letters. Like, I'm somewhat familiar with the Greek alphabet. It looks a lot like ours. Those are like runic symbols. It's not something I could just look at and read, obviously.
Yeah, you could, for sure.
She lowers her shoulders in relief. But she only does so for an instant and glares at the classroom.
Let's go. Shinji should be there.
Tuska runs to the classroom. I follow her and step into the red classroom.
Jesus.
It's a pure hell here. The air in the classroom can't be called gas anymore. The vaporized blood dyes the eyes of the beholder like paint.
Jesus.
Voices of anguish can be heard from all over. This is the origin of the boundary field, the place where absorption is the strongest. The students lying on the floor are totally different from the students on the 4th floor. The moanings I hear are just hallucinations. The students have pale faces and they don't move, as if they're dolls made from wax. It reminds me of a mountain of corpses, trash thrown away in a wasteland.
Jesus.
Toska's staring at the scene, her legs shaking. I hear a chattering sound. It must be to suppress her emotions. Toska's teeth chatter as she beholds the scene in horror. She moves her shaking legs and steps forward. Between the desks, there's a living person there. On his butt, amongst all the fallen students, Mato Shinji's looking up at Toska.
Shinji, you.
A stern voice. He must have reacted to the voice. Shinji lets out a strange cry and jumps away from Toska.
I'm not going to accept any excuses. I'll have you atone for what you've done no matter what.
Toska goes near Shinji.
No, no. No, 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 no. It's not me, it's not me, it's not me, it's not me.
Shinji shakes his head and retreats to the wall.
It's not me. How can you say that? Just go ahead and stop the boundary field. If you won't, I can blow off that face of yours and... No, I said no, it's not me, it's not me, it's not me that killed her!
Huh? This is strange. Shinji's running away from Toska, but he's not looking at her. He's looking at the floor, right by our feet. By our feet? I look down. There are only students that fell unconscious. There isn't anything else. Toska. I call out to her and point to the place.
Huh?
A stunned voice. She must have forgotten her anger toward Shinji. The instant she sees the thing on the floor, Toska's intent to kill fades away. My breath stops. The thing on the floor is completely dead. The long purple hair. The woman covered in black clothes. The servant that attacked me, Ryder. She's dead. Ah, fuck.
She's dead.
Tosca's voice contains no emotion.
It's not me. I didn't do it. I executed the boundary field. Nobody was able to move but Ryder. Ryder was.
The black servant, Ryder was killed in one blow. What kind of a weapon was it? How was she killed? Only one blow against a servant? Only aiming for the neck and killing the enemy by ripping the neck apart. I can't even imagine how it was done. It must have caught her by surprise, but the enemy must have been skilled to cut her neck in one blow. No, can I call it cut? It looks like someone put a jack in there and ripped off the meat and bone by crushing it.
Jesus.
Ryder disappears from this world. The red world disappears at the same time. It seems the boundary field was created by this servant as I thought. But...
Shinji, who did this? Ha!
As Tosca closes in, Shinji slowly retreats towards the hallway.
I told you that there's another master at our school, right? It's your fault for ignoring my warning and causing this panic. It seems you survived by watching your servant die without helping her, but it's your turn next if you saw the enemy. I don't know what kind of a master he or she is, but I'm sure you're next. That can't be true. I don't have my servant anymore. I'm not a master anymore, so you guys should be the next target. Yeah, well, you're right. There's no harm in letting you be, even if you have your command spells. I might be annoying. It might be annoying having you around, but a harmless insect can't kill humans. Yeah, I won't kill you here, depending on your response. Insect? I'm a harmless insect? You should thank me for not comparing you to a noxious insect. I told you that you're harmless since Mato Shinji is fit to be neither a magus nor a master. So tell me if you saw it. That's the only value in you right now.
Shinji retreats, being pushed by Tosca's pressure. I don't know if Tosca's serious or just threatening. But she's seriously angry. She has lost her calmness after seeing the tragic scene here.
Come on, what kind of servant killed your servant, Shinji? I don't know, you idiot! You're the one who won't be cowering. Oh shit. You're the one that should be cowering in fear. You guys are the next target. You.
Why would I think?
Just
I don't know why.
I want to talk!
I'm used to talking all the time.
I know, dude.
Shinji runs out of the hallway and Tosca starts to go after him. But Tosca stops as she realizes something. No, that's wrong. It's not that she noticed something. She's just watching the students on the floor and biting her lips in vexation. Her face is that of Tosca Rin. But her knees are shaking and her eyes are wavering as if they're about to cry. I don't know if she's filled with sorrow or vexation. But that tells me she's firm, can do everything, and is a mature magus. But she's just a girl of her age on the inside. It's fine, Tosca. Everyone's still breathing. It's not over yet.
Huh? Everyone's breathing?
Yeah, it might be hard, but take a good look. Everyone's alive. The boundary field's gone, so all you have to do now is call for help. So, should we call for an ambulance or something else in a case like this? Should we contact the church if their wounds are caused by magic? I ask her in a calm voice. I must have gotten back her reasoning as she slaps her own face with both her hands.
We can contact the church. Kirei will take care of the rest if you explain the situation to him.
Alright, let's contact him right away. Nodding, Tuska runs out into the hallway. Who is Saber fighting? She must be heading to the office.
Good question.
There's a phone there, so she should be able to make a call right away. We finish contacting the church and go outside.
This is pretty cool.
Where's Saber?
Yeah, we're like all done.
There was a servant on the 4th floor. It'd be troublesome for us if we were the only ones unharmed, so Kodamine ordered us to pretend that we weren't here today. Then, Saber, were you finding Castor?
Yes, it was Servant Castor that was controlling those golems. I defeated Castor, but I am sure that that was only her shadow.
I see. So it means Castor is controlling those bone creatures from the Uruto Temple. Then Castor was the one who attacked Shinji's servant. Then the 4th master at our school would be Castor's master. Considering Castor, it's possible she used Shinji to lure Ryder into a trap.
I believe so. According to you, Ryder had her head cut off in one blow. I imagine that she was held constrained and that she was killed without resisting.
That's troublesome, but we found out Castor's master is at my school. It wasn't completely meaningless. I turned to Tosca for confirmation. Tosca only stares back at me silently. Since we left the classroom, Tosca's only been looking at me if she wants to say something. Tosca, come out and say it if you want to say something. I feel weird if you're quiet. In fear of not knowing when I'll get hit from behind. Tosca stares at me for a while and with a serious face.
Emiya-kun, you're pretty calm. It's a bit unexpected.
Says this. I'm not calm. My head got all boiled up too. We both lost our composure out of anger.
But you figured out everyone's condition. I couldn't do that.
Oh, it's nothing much. I was only able to tell since I'm used to seeing dead bodies. What a thing to drop.
Huh? Used to seeing dead bodies? Oh yes,
You walk
my
away while we
trauma.
talk. You know, it happens. This place will get rowdy once the ambulances arrive. We'll go to the back gate through the woods and get out of the school from there. Then... Jeez. Oh, I haven't done this voice today.
You ready to be your boyfriend?
Oh, I'm surprised Saber's here. As we make our way to the back gate, we run into the late arriving guy.
Archer, what are you doing coming so late?
It's obvious, right? I sensed my master's danger and came here. Well, it seems I was too late. If Saber's here and Rin's safe, everything's over already, right?
Yes, it's all over already. I'll let you know what happened while you were taking your time, so listen up.
It seems I came at the worst possible time. Let's you argue, leaving us aside. Well, it's just that Tosca's yelling at Archer while he's just calmly brushing it off. God damn it.
I love that Fury clipped it. I can't wait to watch that and be mad again. Oh, those two are intimate as I thought. Oh. Those two are intimate as I thought. Rin is angry because she trusts Archer, and Archer is silently listening because he must feel sorry.
I know what you want to say, but why are you telling me that, Saber?
Well, you had a difficult face, so I merely explained the situation to you.
I don't know what's so funny, but Saber's smiling meaningfully. I like it even less. Fine, fine. I won't worry about style next time. Let's say it's good for now. So, which servant was eliminated? Archer's expression changes. His usual ironic composure disappears, and he looks like a cold warrior now. Servant Rider was eliminated. I don't know how it happened, but she must have been defeated by Castor. By Castor? Then what happened to Castor? Don't tell me she's unwounded. I don't know that either, but Rider was defeated in one blow, so I think Castor's unwounded. I say so, representing the three of us.
Oh, thank God. I was worried that maybe you weren't right.
Then... Huh, what a fool. I guess she was just all talk. I didn't think she'd be able to win, but getting defeated with one blow, man, show some spirit to at least kill your enemy as well. He goes back to his usual manner and insults the now gone Rider.
Archer, Rider died protecting her master. You do not have any right to call her a fool.
Haha, that's what you have to say? A fool's a fool. If she's to call herself a hero, she should be ashamed that she could not even defeat a single enemy. If she can't do that, she should have...
Sorry.
Wow. Okay.
I'm so sorry. I was so enraptured.
If she can't do that, she should at least sacrifice her life to kill her enemy.
How convenient of you. She was defeated without doing anything because she was in a situation where she was not able to do so. Speaking ill of her defeat, are you really one to call yourself a hero?
Ha! No matter the reason, it makes no difference to the fact that she was defeated badly. Well, it was certainly my mistake to say anything about a hero. The weak will die no matter what, disregarding the fact they may be a hero or not. Heroes not fit for this war should be eliminated early on.
Well said. Then will you fight me, Archer?
You? This is surprising. I don't know what got on your nerve, but you're challenging your ally to a fight.
Damn right.
But unfortunately, I'm bound by the command spell not to fight against you two. If you challenge me now, I'll only be defeated without resistance, just like Rider. Is it your way of the night to fight such an opponent, Saber? The two glare at each other without a word.
Stop right there, Archer.
Tosca's quiet voice puts a stop to it.
This is no time to be fighting with Saber. Rider's eliminated and Master is gone now. And a Master is gone now, but I'm sure there's one more unidentified Master hiding at our school. Our cooperation continues until we defeat the Master hiding at our school. Or what? Do you want me to use another command spell to order you not to fight Saber?
You're right. Saber is so adherent to her principles, I got too caught up making fun of her. I'm sorry, Saber. Please fight me after our cooperation is over.
No, it seems I was acting too immature. I will ignore your comment in deference to Ren. Well, we're like little grown-ups.
Saber takes a step back while glaring at Archer and stands by my side. Tosca moves Archer back as well.
Well, that's about it. We're still cooperating. It's impossible to do so today, but we can search for Castor's master at school tomorrow. We'll just be maintaining the present state, but is that alright with you?
Yeah. So what do you do now? Are you going to go to the Rito Temple?
Of course not. According to Archer, going to the Ryudo Temple is suicidal. If we want to defeat Castor, we'll have to search for her master first. Fortunately or not, Castor's master is coming to school every day. We should let them be and keep them off guard.
I try to think how she came to that conclusion. Tosca knew that there was a master at our school. That must be because there's someone there with magical energy other than Shinji. Since Castor appeared, it must mean the master at our school is Castor's master. Additionally... I can't, I've heard it so many times.
God, bro!
I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard not to say Castor's masters every time. Broke for a second. Okay, back in character. Additionally, Castor's master is coming to school every day for some reason. It means he or she is coming to school every day defenselessly rather than staying at the Rito Temple under Castor's protection. So you're going to figure out who the master is and attack the master before they get back to the Rito Temple?
Yep, it seems like Castor's master doesn't know that we're masters. If they knew, they wouldn't come to school, right?
Oh, yeah, that's true. The Castor's master didn't know that Shinji was a master either.
I've never seen the word master so many times in my fucking life. I can't come up with an explanation, but that's likely. But such a stupid thing shouldn't be possible considering how good the servant is at magic.
Yeah. Even I, who has no knowledge of the master, got this far thanks to Saber. If you have a servant like Castor, I'm sure you wouldn't do something as dangerous as going outside. That's wrong. Your premises are wrong, Ren.
Archer?
I don't think Castor's master has a free will. No, I believe the master thinks he has a free will when in fact he's controlled by Castor. That woman is not someone who would be under someone. She would first control her master to do whatever she wishes.
Are you saying Castor's master is just a puppet? Either by trickery or removing the memory of being a master?
I see. It's interesting to think the master is not conscious of the state he or she is in. Might be Shiro. Maybe. Keep going. Originally, a servant can't do something to its master. The servant cannot exist if it kills its master. In contrast, the master has the command spell. If the servant disobeys, the master can even kill the servant. With that being the case, it's safer to trick your master than to kill him.
Yeah, I think you're right about it.
Yeah. Tosuka ponders, but I'm not convinced.
Really? Castor's doing a lot of evil deeds, right? Can she actually hide it all from her master? Wouldn't the master be more on guard the stronger his servant is?
That's not a problem. She can make convenient excuses if her master is disgustingly good-natured. Castor's master may be such a person as well. Hey, why'd you look at me when you said that? Well, it's because we have a good example here. Possibility that Castor's master is stupid is not zero.
I see. You do have a point, Archer.
Hey. Why are you agreeing, Saber?
Alright, I get it. No matter what kind of a person Castor's master may be, it's likely that they'll be at school tomorrow. We'll continue to investigate the school, and we'll attack Castor's master as soon as we find him or her.
Well, I think that's the appropriate course of action, but how we look for the master?
That'll be today's homework. We'll each go home and think about it. You two are tired anyway, right? I don't want to push you two and have you collapse, so let's call it a day.
Huh? No, I'm not that tired. It's still early, so... Hey, Tosuka!
Just do as I say. We can't go into school today and we don't have a clue right now. It's meaningless to stay here, and most of all, don't you realize Archer's acting strange? Things won't settle down if he stays with you, considering it only happened yesterday.
Fine, I'll go home, so... Don't whisper me from such close range. I got hormones.
Then I'll see you tomorrow. I don't think it'll happen again, but be careful during the night. I won't forgive you if Castor gets control of you again.
Alright, I'll go home.
And thanks for your work today. You're acting just a bit like a master now.
This guy jumps away from me.
Let's go, Archer. I'm going to seriously inquire about your carelessness after we get home.
No, as I thought. I was thinking how unabusive you were.
Hey now, do I really have to settle things with you once and for all?
Archer and Tosuka leave, arguing. We should go home too. I'm a bit tired, so let's have dinner early today.
That sounds good. I support that idea, Shiro.
We leave the woods quietly, so it won't be seen by anyone. Yeah, I'll pull myself together, go shopping in the shopping district, make a big dinner, and take a rest. We'll talk about Castor and her master after that.
Sweet Clips, when you said you hadn't seen any pictures of McQueen today, I thought you meant Lightning McQueen. And then I realized you meant Mijiro McQueen from Pretty Derby. Because she's the cutest thing on the face of the planet.
I also just assumed he meant Lightning McQueen.
I said that and I was like, why is he talking about Lightning McQueen? And then I remembered that, like, we've been trading pictures of Pretty Derby horse girls. So it makes much more sense that it's not Lightning McQueen.
Tosika calls me after dinner. I guess there wasn't as much damage as we thought there would be at school. It must be because the one who set up the boundary field, Ryder, died quickly.
People were melting.
Yeah, they're fine. I hear the students that were in the same classroom as Ryder need to stay in the hospital for a long time, but most students just have anemia. School's not going to close down. We'll be having classes like normal tomorrow. What?
Psychotic, dude.
People melted!
Shiro, what did Rin say?
She said school's going on as normal, so we'll go to school tomorrow and look for Castor's master.
I see. So nobody in that building suffered seriously?
Except for a few. Oh, I think Fujine's not home because she's busy with a staff meeting or something.
That is good. Knowing Taiga, I'm sure she would be sitting at the breakfast table tomorrow like nothing had happened.
Yeah, that's a relief for me as well. Well, since her energy's extraordinary, I stopped worrying about her when I heard everyone's alright.
Then Shiro, continuing that conversation from earlier.
She leans over the table with a serious face. So you haven't given up yet?
Of course not. I will sleep in your room so we won't repeat last night's mistake. There's nothing for you to complain about, right?
I do have complaints. Having Saber sleep in the same room as me is like telling me to die. Don't know if I'd go that far.
Shiro, first of all, it is your fault for being affected by such a long-range hypnotism. I cannot protect you from Castor's magic, so it is natural for me to at least stay in the same room. Magic can be better sensed the closer I am to it. If Castor is to go after you, I must sleep close to you.
Well, that's a very sound argument, but I think that Castor won't use the same strategy twice since she failed once. I think so, but if I say that to Saber right now...
You are too optimistic. You were deceived by a heretic like Castor, insulted by someone with a twisted personality like Archer because you think like that.
I bet she would object like that.
Are you listening to me, Shiro? I will not listen to excuses such as me being a woman. I will be sleeping in your room starting tonight, so please do not run away to the shed, okay?
Saber glares at me and makes her declaration. So she even anticipated I was going to run away to the shed. I'll hold my ground and try to get her to agree on a compromise. Alright, I'll have you sleep near me.
So you finally accept it, huh? Yes, that is a natural choice for a master.
But not in the same room. You know there's an empty room next to mine, right? The one on the other side of the sliding screen?
Yes, I know, but what about it?
That place should be good enough to protect me while I'm asleep, right? No, first of all, the enemy won't come in if we're sleeping in the same room. So you should stand by in the next room so you can surprise attack the enemy when they come for me. Oh, I think this sounds pretty logical. That's fine, right, Saber? Honestly, I don't know about two people sleeping in that small room. We can't physically fit. I think it's bad for a servant to be the cause of her master's lack of sleep.
Jesus Christ. You were rather witty tonight, Shiro. I understand. It sounds like an excuse to me, but I am fine with that. I will compromise on that plan.
Whew.
That's
Good.
so funny. She's like, alright. Fine.
Man, being a master's hard enough. If I sleep in the same room as Saber on top of that, I bet my brain will overheat.
More like your dick will overheat.
And the chaotic day comes to an end. It's becoming more like a habit now as I train with Saber until 11, spend an hour doing my routine in the shed. I also spend an hour doing my routine in the shed.
Stop!
I get back to my room when the date changes. I hear Saber's breathing from the next room. My heart jumps at that, but I try to calm down as I get into my futon. I close my eyes, shake off any wicked thoughts, and tell myself to go to sleep as fast as I can. Man, I can't sleep that easily. I try not to be conscious of Saber and recall what happened today. The Red School. The boundary field of blood that would have created lots of victims if we hadn't stopped it.
Nice, soothing, sleepy time thoughts.
That causes my restless mind to stop. The students on the floor of the red classroom. She was desperately bearing all of it, Ryder on the floor and the students that looked like they were dead. Oh, I remember now. At that instant, I figured out the deep part of her. I'll kill you the next time we meet. Because we're enemies, right? She acted as the magus, but she never crossed the final line. She's firm, strong-willed, and magnificent, but she's outrageously good-natured. That difference must be her burden. How clumsy of her. The more she tries to act as a magus, the more she kills her true self as Tosaka Rin. Oh, wait, I can't be talking about other people. How rude. I sighed and pulled the blanket over my head. Well, I guess there's something wrong with me. For thinking that I want to be a support for such a perfect girl. Nothing wrong with that, Shiro. We've all been there. I see a dream. I see a memory that I cannot reach through a small connected circuit. For what did he fight? For what did he keep running? He never told anyone about his motives. Everyone around him saw him as either obstinate or a weird person. And on top of it all, he didn't talk much, so I bet he was thought to be ruthless. His intentions weren't known. At the very least, nobody knew about them. What? He never talked about his intentions even after he became a hero and was burned with many things. That's why he appeared suspicious to the people around him. It's because nobody knows his intention. Jesus Christ. He conveniently saves people in danger, but nobody knows why he's doing what he does. See, it's inevitable that people would feel uneasy about him. He should have had a reason. Greed, pride, selfishness, lust, vengeance, or devotion. Simple reasons like those which are easy to understand. If he'd had any one of them, such an end should not have awaited him. His reward for success was always betrayal. The things he picked up sifted through his fingers like grains of sand. He got used to it. He got used to it like an idiot. From the very beginning, his reward was not what he received from the people he saved, but the pure action of saving someone. The repetition of it makes me so mad that I want to punch him, and it also makes me want to cry. The reason he was called a hero. His intention was never revealed to anyone. Nobody around him knew, and he, the only one who had to know, eventually forgot about it himself. That's why I shed tears in spite of myself. To the miracle that in the long, long path between the start and the goal, where what's right or wrong is not definite, he never strayed from his original goal. And the end comes. An excellent savior is only trouble for everyone except the ones he saves. He knew his limits and the vastness of the world. He accepts what can be saved and what can't be saved. That's why he at least wanted people within his sight to be happy. Many scorned at his hypocrisy and his blind idealism. There were more enemies than allies, and he died at their hands. So this is not a place in this world. This place is the end of him. The illusion that he saw on the verge of his death, the only pride he had within himself. The hero that used the scenery as his weapon falls under his own darkness in the end. The hill of swords that he reached. His battle ends atop this hill, surrounded by rusted steel without a wielder. He's still alone. But he thinks there's nothing to regret if he was able to save everyone that appeared within his sight. And he smiles in satisfaction, lets go of the sword, and crumples down. That's why he never had any regrets. His objective was already accomplished long ago. From the start, he ran with his utmost effort, not for himself, but for strangers who shouldn't have meant anything to him. I rub my drowsy eyes and get up. It's 5:30 in the morning. I don't feel sleepy, so I guess I was able to sleep well last night in spite of everything. Man, I guess I'm pretty simple-minded. I grumble while getting out of the futon and change into my uniform. I can hear faint breathing if I strain my ears. I feel Saber's presence on the other side of the sliding door. Breakfast. I'll go make breakfast. That's good, that's good. I shake the indecent thought out of my head and go out of my room quietly. The breakfast table. My expectation that it'd be a quiet breakfast considering what happened yesterday.
And what do you think the doctor said after that? He said, you have extraordinarily healthy body, so why don't you donate some blood while you're here? Man, I'm a patient too. I'm not going to such a place ever again.
It is totally destroyed by Fujine, who is more energetic than usual. In terms of horse racing, this development is the dark horse, but something tells me this might have been the likely outcome.
Oh, I want more miso soup. Can you leave the onions out?
Alright, so what happened after that? I heard all the students were taken to the hospital, so they all regained their consciousness?
Yeah, most people should have recovered yesterday. You know, the ones on the 4th floor, the first year seemed like they were just sleeping, and some second years lost their memory of the incident. The 3rd years, they weren't as bad as the ones on the 2nd floor, but the ones on the 1st floor...
Fujine looks down as though it's difficult for her to talk about it. I feel bad. Fujine has gone to all the hospitals in this town. She's just seen what kind of conditions the students on the 1st floor classrooms were in. I'm sorry, I'll stop talking about this. So the school's starting as usual?
Yep, but since the 3rd years can start coming to school voluntarily soon, they said people who are not feeling too well don't need to come to school. I bet most of them won't come today.
I see. Then it'll most likely be 1st and 2nd years coming to school today. Hey, Fujine, who in our school's connected with the Realta temple?
Wouldn't it be Issei-kun? He's the successor of the temple, right?
Yeah, no, forget about what I just asked.
Smooth.
I put my bowl down while I look up at the ceiling. The only one connected to the Realta temple at our school is Issei. But it's too soon to decide whether he's a master, and most of all, I don't think he is a master. Then I'm going now. Take care while I'm gone, Saber.
You too, Shiro. Even though the boundary field is gone from the school now, you cannot lay your guard down as long as Caster's master is there. You only have one more command spell, so please be very careful.
I know. If I find Caster's master, I'll come back home and report to you first.
Yes, I shall stay here and replenish my magical energy to meet your expectations.
Saber sees me off. It seems Fujine has more things to take care of regarding the incident yesterday, and she went to the hospital right after breakfast. The school doesn't look any different, even after such an incident. It's 7:30 in the morning, and the school gate's filled with students. The students are talking about what happened yesterday, creating a rather noisy scene. So, in the middle of it all, in front of the school gate, is Tosaka, standing there like an angry devil. I have a bad feeling about this. I have a bad feeling, but I can't sneak past her since she's in the middle of the road. Yo! Good morning, Tosaka. You're early today. I stop and greet her.
I think Issei's suspicious.
Whoa. First thing she says is straight to the point. What do you mean by suspicious?
Caster's master, Caster's at the Realta Temple, and Issei is coming here from the Realta Temple. There has to be a connection here.
There's no connection. It might just be coincidence. I try to defend Issei.
That can't be true. Look, the mountain gate to the Realta Temple has been closed for the past few weeks. No outsider can come in, and Issei's like the only one who came out from there. If he's not suspicious, everyone would be a fair call.
Hey now, you say nobody comes out, but don't monks usually stay at the temple?
You idiot, how outdated is your knowledge? Monks can't live without collecting alms. If they could just shut themselves up in a temple in the mountains and live off offerings, I'd join them myself.
Tosaka might be serious. If Issei was here, I'm sure he'd be yelling that she's an offering thief. I'm interested in what's going on with the temple, but that's not the problem. I should worry more about our surroundings. We're at the school gate. Students coming to school are all around us, and they're all paralyzed at the reckless speech of the school idol, Tosaka Rin.
What's with those eyes? What, are you going to stand up for Issei? Fine. If you're going to ignore the obvious, I'll go and solve things myself.
But our school idol is the only one who doesn't realize the situation. Tosaka, come over here.
What? Are you going to run away?
I won't run away, just come this way. I dragged Tosaka by her hand.
Hey, Emiya-kun.
She can complain later. Just let me get away from here as fast as I can. The morning practice must be cancelled because of yesterday's incident, as the archery range is quiet. Whew. Good. We won't attract attention here. So, the remaining problem is... Tosaka, who's glaring at me silently. I know what you want to say, I know, so don't make a face like that. I don't know what to do if you sulk.
I'm not sulking.
Ugh. My mind is stunned at the lightning comeback. But I have to deal with her calmly. Issei's life is on the line. Knowing Tosaka, I bet she would do something reckless to test Issei.
Don't try to deceive me. Caster's base is at the Realta Temple, and Issei is coming to school from the Realta Temple. Why are you ignoring that fact?
Tosaka yells at me. She's right, but I just don't think it's Issei.
What? Do you have any objection?
But I'll die before Issei if I give her such an ambiguous answer. But I can't leave Tosaka like this. I'll have to try to convince her somehow. Alright, you're saying Issei is suspicious no matter what, right?
Right. You might not be able to tell, but the Realta Temple is really strange right now. It's true that Caster's base is there, but the distortion is too big. There's too much being collected.
Collected? You mean the magical energy sucked up from the town?
No, it's nothing, so don't worry about it.
You're more suspicious than Issei right now, Tosuka.
Anyway, he's suspicious because he's coming here with a cool face from such a place. Yes, I always thought I needed to give him a kick, so this would be a perfect opportunity.
Tosuka's serious.
Been waiting to kick that motherfucker.
I heard they weren't on friendly terms. I didn't know it was this bad. Actually, what the hell did Issei do to Tosuka? I'm a bit curious as to what could cause Tosuka to be so drastic. No, now's not the time. Yeah, I agree that Issei's position's a suspicious one.
Of course, you would be guilty too if you keep on defending him.
Yeah, so leave Issei's case to me. I'll find out if he's a master or not. Whoa. It looks like she doesn't believe me at all. Trust me, I won't hold back on Issei just because he's my friend, nor will I lie to you. First of all, this is all needless worry. There's no way Issei would do something so evil.
UWU. Am I doing this right?
Ooh, woo! Biba, thanks for the sub. Where's my face? Biba, thanks for the sub. Jake doesn't have any hands or a face. Ha 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 ha.
I gotta realize.
Ooh, woo! Oh, I think I can do my faces now. Yes. Oh, that's my sad face. I didn't know that was my happy face. My face is getting messed up? Who knows? Other button. Where is it? Now we can read again.
The silent pressure continues. I bet Tosuka's worried that I might go easy because Issei's my friend. Her doubt's only natural, so I just have to endure it. I have to get her to believe in me.
Alright, I'll leave Issei's case to you.
Tosuka? I sigh with relief.
But how will you figure it out? Do you know how to identify a master?
Huh? Tosuka asks about the fundamental deficiency in this proposal. Well...
No, don't tell me you're going to go up to him and ask, "Hey Issei, are you a master?" Even though we're cooperating, I will settle my case with you right here if you're going to do such a stupid thing.
She's mad. She's really mad. Hold on, it's alright. I have a way to figure out if he's a master or not without asking him. I'll settle this case today, so please don't do anything. I'll contact you once I figure it out.
You're right, cooperating is like this after all.
She starts walking away with a gesture that obviously tells me she's not content.
I'll trust you, but don't do anything too stupid. If Issei is a master, doing anything stupid would only result in death.
Saying so, Tosuka goes back to the school building. I see her off. Huh? Could that be... I realized that she might have been worried about me.
Girl like me?
Nah, can't be it. It's lunchtime, so go to the student council room. Oh, I think I remember this scene. Excuse me. I call out and open the door.
Traditionals.
Traditionals.
Fuck, dude, okay. Oh, you're going to eat lunch here today, Emiya?
Issei's eating lunch by himself inside. Good, this is convenient. How is it? How'd yesterday's incident turn out? I sit down at the table and start talking casually.
It's still unexplained. They are saying something about there being chemicals in the empty classroom on the first floor. That's the reason they came up with after searching through the school all night.
He must be unhappy. He starts biting on a tough-looking carrot.
But you were lucky. You skipped school after lunch and managed to avoid the disaster. Yeah, I guess you were rewarded for your good daily conduct.
He now sips on his tea happily. Man. This isn't the right atmosphere to interrogate him, so I'll wait and see for a while. Huh? Suddenly, I noticed lunch break will be over in 5 minutes.
What's wrong, Emiya? Did you come up with something?
No, but I remembered something. This isn't the time to be leisurely eating lunch. I quickly wrap up my lunchbox and turn to Issei.
I have a bad feeling about this. Please do not ask me for money. I don't have any, even if you wanted to borrow some.
I get up from my chair. I don't have time. I take a deep breath.
Oh my god, he's gonna just ask it.
Issei, don't ask questions and just take your top off. I clearly state what needs to be done.
What?
I told you to take your uniform off. Take your shirt off as well. It's not any good unless you're naked.
What are you asking for? Are you insane? Is it a new way to question me? No, do I have to do this now?
Yep, this is urgent. Just take off your top. It'll be too late once school ends. I attack Issei.
Whoa, stop it, you fool! Are you really from a family of warriors?
Alright. To summarize, didn't find a command spell on Issei's body. I checked thoroughly, but I didn't find anything like a command spell. Good. This is really good. I nod to myself.
What's so good? What's with you doing all this for nothing?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Issei. I can't tell you what's going on, but I need to check something. It's done with now, so there's no longer any problem. I bow and apologize.
Okay, if you think you have done something bad, it is natural for you to apologize.
Poor Issei has no idea what the hell's going on. Issei goes silent with a serious face. But now, the search has gone back to square one. If Issei, the one to Rito Temple, is innocent, there's nothing else here that might be Castor's master. Hey, Issei, is there something strange going on at the temple?
What do you mean by something strange?
I don't know, but is there anything that's different?
Let's see. If you mean recently, there is an unfamiliar woman, but that's about it. My father and brother are, as always.
Issei says so naturally. There's an unfamiliar woman? Could that be Castor? Well, I'm sure she could pretend to be human without a problem. Big ass elf ears. Or would that be Castor's master? Maybe I should ask Issei about it.
Yeah, I love how we casually just stripped Issei and then let him put his clothes back on, and he's just kind of like riding the wave.
Alright, yeah, do what needs to be done, I guess.
He's like,
Clearly had a reason.
A little weird, but like, I guess we're bros. I don't think it'll be pointless. I feel like we're supposed to ask him.
Yeah, it'd be weird not to ask him here.
We already undressed him.
Hey, you still... Yeah, I was gonna... There's not a scene we missed here. You still get Saber in the bath moments. They're just censored. Like, you just don't see her boobs. Well, you don't see her nipples.
You see your boobies.
Yeah, but like the tops. Like a tasteful bath boob.
You're gonna lose your speaking privileges. Can you read your line, please?
I guess I'll ask him about it. She's not one to reveal herself to the ones living at the temple, but I might be able to get some clues. Issei, can you tell me about this unfamiliar woman? Is she from a foreign country? Is her face covered with something like a turban?
What is that? We would kick out such a strange person. I don't know why you're asking, but she is a legitimate guest. My brother is happy that she might be an evil woman, but I strangely like her. I have only talked to her once, but she is a good person, even if she may look evil.
Oh, wow. So asking the question was worth it, seeing how you're praising a woman. Did you fall in love with her?
Don't say such a stupid thing, you fool! I admire a part of her that she doesn't notice herself. First of all, I cannot fall in love with the lover of the one I respect as my older brother, Soichiro.
Issei suddenly stops and lowers his head. I don't know if he felt dizzy or what, but Issei falls on the table and does not move.
What was that, my gasp?
Oh, maybe. What's wrong, Issei? Is it anemia or something?
Oh, fuck, I didn't read my own line. No, it's not that I feel bad.
He raises himself real fast. I laugh, thinking he's acting like a coiled doll. Issei? I look at Issei without looking at my slashed stomach.
You fell for my trap. Oh, if this is Caster talking through him, should it be you or does it? I'm just Caster.
I think it's probably still his like vocal cords, right?
Okay,
It's not,
right.
like, her
Okay.
voice.
You fell for my trap. The order I implanted into this human functions only when he meets someone who inquires about me.
I hear someone else's voice from Issei's mouth. Fuck. When I realized that voice is of the servant I met at the Ryudo Temple,
See, it was her voice.
I do not need this doll anymore. The knife in Issei's hand is stabbed into Issei's neck. My mind fades from too much blood loss. The wound reaching my organs is not causing my consciousness to fade. My brain that wants to deny the scene in front of me freezes my consciousness. Issei falls down before me, not knowing what went on. I collapse on the floor from my knees. I don't hold my wound, and I blankly stare at my friend, who is now a corpse. Dead end. That's one of those that, it's like short. You're absolutely supposed to get that. Like, no one reasonable would go, I won't ask. What if Caster implanted a vocal trap? You know?
Right.
Sometimes the game just wants to trick you. But we do get a Tiger Dojo scene, so silver linings.
We do love the Tiger Dojo.
Oh, that's where I get to meet Ilya too. What?
I'm guessing this is censored because it's copyrighted.
Oh. No, I thought it was like a Dragon Ball. I don't know.
I'm assuming it's a. Is it a mech thing?
It's not a Gundam thing that I'm aware of. Yay! Gaix Mom!
I'm fucking looking it up. I'm the worst. Yeah, Death Goth Mokos!
Yeah, it's a reference I'm not getting.
I thought that was the end already. Well, it only takes a second to be careful, but the injury could last a lifetime. How is this dead end that teaches you it's not good to ask just anyone?
Us! It was such an irrational and sudden death. It is exactly what I expect from fate, and it's surely splendid.
Yes, but we cannot forget about the sacrifices. Let us give Ryodo-kun a 3-second silent prayer.
Us! The 3-second part is great, Master!
So, Ilya-chan, what is going on with the people at the Ryodo Temple?
They have this artificial command spell put in them. They become this thing that executes this one command when they find someone that breaks one of Caster's 3 rules. She's good at making things. If she ever captures Shiro, I bet she'll turn him into a formal tool just to support her magic.
Evil! I acknowledge Caster is evil! As a teacher, I cannot forgive anyone that would use others as they wish.
I don't know about calling her evil just because of that. It's true that Caster's weak, sly, and cowardly, but she's not truly bad on the inside.
Why are you sticking up for such a witch? Do you have something in mind?
Huh? No. I just want to say it's not bad to find someone with magic.
Oh, I remember. You've done worse to Shiro. Woo!
Jesus.
Sorry.
Damn, you found out.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I can't beat that Shinai for some reason.
It's only natural. No magic is allowed in this dojo. You have to bring in a wild lion or a modern weapon to beat me. Have you repented of your actions?
Yes. I won't do anything bad again.
Yes, that's a good girl. The boy's wish is granted as well. Rejoice, Shiro. Ilya is nicer in this route.
Fine, fine. So I just have to stay quiet in this route, right? Well, it's not smart always to be going on a rampage. I can help Shiro in this route and take one of the other heroines.
What? You have put that much thought into this? That illegal costume isn't good enough, so you're taking on such a great role in the main storyline? Ilya, she's a scary child.
That's fun. It'll be pointless, so I guess I won't ask. Insane choice, but sure. Now that we know that he's a sleeper agent. No, it'll be dangerous to talk about this. He says living at the Ryudo Temple. If he gets suspicious of the strange women, Issei might get curious and do something. And if that woman happens to be a master, Issei would be in danger. This is it for today. I'll call it good since I found out Issei's unrelated to the Holy Grail War.
Since I got to see Issei's nipples. Oh, by the way, Amiya, Shinji's sister wasn't at school today.
Huh? Sakura's not at school today?
Shinji was absent as well. They were both absent without notice today, so the teachers are wondering if something happened at their house or not.
I'm at a loss for words. Being confronted with a problem I'd forgotten. Oh, lunch.
Yeah, okay. Oh, lunch break is over. Let's go back to the classroom.
Issei pushes me out of the student council room. All the while, thoughts of Sakura's absence and what Shinji may have done after losing Ryder twirl around in my head.
Yeah, the right answer!
Woo!
Oh, interlude?
Well, I hope it's Archer time.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I don't know why Archer would be at the church. It's a sound like hitting steel.
Is it
Maybe it's Shinji at the church?
Yeah.
You want to take Shinji and I'll take Kotomine?
Yeah, that works.
He arrived at the place, breathing heavily. His footsteps are loud and their rhythms unsettled. He leaves the door open and staggers forward as if pulled by his falling body. He looks around. The church is empty, with the morning service already over. The only light is the sunlight coming in from overhead. The silence creates a solemn atmosphere, and the stop space creates a clear silence. He's like a heresy in it all. No, that's not accurate. To say he arrived is not correct. His ragged breath, his unfocused eyes, his shaking limbs are like those of someone running away. He has come here to find shelter. Now everything makes sense. His desperation is like that of prey being chased by a hound.
The fuck ringtone is that?
Is my phone turning on?
Where are we?
It has been 6 days since the war started. You were the first one to come here. He straightens his body that's about to fall onto the ground. When did he appear? He looks with bloodshot eyes at the priest before the altar and he says something. The priest frowns. He did not completely understand the boy, but it seems he's asking for help. He wants protection. A master that has lost his servant may ask for protection under the condition that he withdraw from the war. The place of retreat, the last sanctuary, is this church. And the master of this place is the priest, called Kotomine Kirei. Then you will withdraw from this war, boy? The boy reacts like fire to the quiet voice.
Of course. Are you telling me to die? I can't kill anyone without a servant, so I don't want to be a master. I'm a normal person. I'm a victim, right? It's unfair for anyone to kill someone like me.
The priest does not answer and only looks at the intruder, as if to peer within his skin, bones, and meat.
What? Do you have a problem?
No, you are the first to withdraw this time, and you are the first user of this church since it was built. I shall treat you properly in the stead of my father who started this place.
Huh? What? I'm the only one who retired? Damn, this is so shameful. I don't know what my grandfather will say if he finds out about this. Man, this is all you guys' fault. It's so unfair that I got a piece of shit like Ryder.
He strikes the ground in rage. The sound of the punch echoes like a bell, and the priest smiles with great interest. So, Ryder was useless?
Right, man, she was only useful as a woman. Damn, she died so easily even though I did so much for her. Another servant would have been so much more useful. Oh, but I did well. I did as my grandfather told me and everything was set. They all got in my way. It was 2 against 1. There was no way I could have won in a situation like that. Yeah, it wasn't my fault that I lost. It's just the difference in quality of our servants, but they were so elated with their victory.
And he crawls on the ground. He hits the floor, grieves his misfortune, reflects his obstacles. But his resentful voice disappears quickly. Hatred of this level cannot break the silence in this church.
Damn! Damn, 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 damn!
He repeats his agony. In the midst of it, tap. The priest's footsteps echo through the room as if to break the frozen air. The priest slowly puts his hand on the boy's shoulder. So, this means you still have the will to fight? He looks down at the loser and says so with a kind voice.
Huh?
He can't understand the priest's words. The priest in black has a friendly smile on his face. You are very fortunate. There is a servant who is available right now. The priest offers a new salvation as if suppressing his joy.
Something terrible is going to happen to Shinji.
Well, I hope so.
It's true!
School's over. It must be because of what happened yesterday. The students aren't allowed to stay at school for any reason. There's still time until the sun sets. File?
Whew! Obviously, we're gonna pick whatever says Rin's name on it, right?
Oh, absolutely. We gotta get the true ending.
Meat's
Oh,
on
yeah.
sale!
Gotta contact Tosca.
Oh, wait! We had a status update at some point.
Probably Ryder's Master. And, like, information, because she died.
Right. We didn't get to learn her true name.
Yeah, we learned in the last route, though, didn't we?
Did we?
Maybe we didn't, actually.
I
Like,
don't
we
think
both
we
know what
did.
it is.
Do we?
Well, I do. Do you not? Maybe we
Ushiwaki
don't.
Maru? What? I love that we always joke about how I can remember the most complicated fucking names from Fate Go, but the easy ones I'm like, meh.
I don't think in this route or the Unlimited, I don't think in either of these 2 routes of the visual novel they actually tell you Ryder's name. I'm pretty sure you learn Ryder's name in the Heaven's Feel route in the visual novel.
Yeah,
However,
because we
in
learned
the anime it's different.
Yeah, because we got to see her noble phantasm in the first one,
Yeah,
but we didn't get to see
but
it
they
in
don't
this
talk
one.
about.
But they never talked about who she was. They just talked. I think
No.
Saber knew who she was, but she never said it out loud.
Yeah, you don't. I think the visual novel intentionally doesn't tell you until Heaven's Feel, because Ryder is a big part in Heaven's Feel. But yeah, the anime just kind of went over that, and it's like, it'll be weird if we just don't reveal this.
Oh yeah, I forgot that his master is Caster.
Master Caster,
Masters Casters. Casters Masters.
because we don't get his name in this route, but we got it in the last route,
Right.
or at least we haven't so far in this route.
We already know about Mr. Kahulin.
I think you get his in the prologue.
Uh-huh. Because I think does he say
He
it or?
gave Bolgs, yeah.
Yeah.
Or he gave
Bolgs.
Bolgs Saber.
She goes, Kahulin!
Ireland's child of light, and I'm like, how would you know this? Oh yeah, I have to contact Tosca. Yeah, I have to go tell Tosca that he stays innocent before she attacks him. I should hurry. I'll go get my violent partner before her relationship with Issei becomes a terrible one. Huh? Tosuka-san already went home. Then I'm knocked out after returning to Class 2A after I've searched all over the place. Man, she was so ready to do something, but she went home already? This is getting stupid. I can contact Tosuka over the phone after I get home.
I guess we don't have cell phones.
Yeah, it's an old game.
Not even a flip phone?
I checked the student directory as soon as I got home and called Tosuka. Ring, ring. She picks up after dozens of rings, and right when I was about to give up. You waited for dozens?
This is Tosuka.
The voice is definitely Tosuka's. Hello, this is Emiya. Do you have time right now?
Huh? What are you playing around for? Huh? No, wait, is this for real?
Hey now, I don't have enough free time to be playing pranks on you.
Oh, no, sorry. I was just surprised. So, what's going on? It's surprising for you to call me.
It's about Issei. We promised this morning to get this cleared up today, right? Tell you the result, Issei wasn't a master. I'm sure of it, since he didn't have a command spell.
Really? I'm surprised you really did check it out today. But Issei's innocent, huh? Well, we're out of suspects, but I guess that's good as well.
I don't know if she's relieved or disappointed. I can't grasp her reaction too well over the phone. Well, that's you.
Well, thanks for your work. We'll think about what to do about the search tomorrow. So is that all the business you have? Then I'll be hanging up.
I don't have any more business. But there's something I'm curious about. Tosuka, you seemed to be surprised earlier, but did something happen over there? I can feel Tosuka's bewilderment over the phone. After a brief silence.
No, I was just surprised because your voice sounded different over the phone.
She changes in a cold voice and hangs up the phone.
Two 2004 is pretty early for cell phones.
Yeah, especially for like kids to have them.
I think
It's
like
pretty reasonable that a high schooler wouldn't have a cell phone in 2004.
yeah, like I feel like the only people like one out of like every like 10 friends I had, I think had a cell phone back then. Like it was just so uncommon. Can you do the line?
Dinner ends before I realize it. I came home, trained with Saber in the dojo, and then Fujine came home and I made dinner. Waited together, and now it's already past 8.
Could you be a famous swordsman in your country, Saber-chan? Shiro's been like a different person ever since you started teaching him. I am surprised about that as well, but it seems Shiro has a different teacher, so it is not my doing.
So petty. We're drinking the after meal tea now. It's good that Fujine and Saber are getting along. I don't want to interrupt, so I'll quietly drink tea and rest my body that's tired from training with Saber.
He has 2 teachers. Does that mean he's cheating on you? It seems he is not conscious of it, but I have decided to tolerate it since the result is good. Shiro should learn techniques that are suited for him. His body is already fit, so all that is left is to learn how to move his body properly. Oh, exactly, Saber-chan! Shiro has been training all this time, so his body is really fit. It's just that he wasn't motivated until now. Training his body. I see. I am sure he would have trained his body having a dojo like that. Additionally, he had an opponent like you, so it is impossible for him to have no talent.
She nods emotionally and takes a sip of tea. Then,
No, it's been a long time since we last did kendo in there. That place wasn't used for kendo before you came here.
Fujine corrects Saber while biting on a rice cracker.
It was not? Did you not use the shinai at the dojo, Shiro?
Saber looks at me with surprise. Huh? Well, no, I haven't used it since my father died.
Yeah, Shiro was fighting Kiritsugu-san any chance he got, but he stopped using the shinai after Kiritsugu-san died. I'm so sad.
Munch munch. Fujimura Tiger nibbles on the rice cracker while resting her head on the table. I have a bad feeling about this. When Fujine acts like this, the conversation always goes to...
Man, I wonder why. He was such a kendo boy back then, but he's just a bum now. I can't say he had talent for swords, but he was pretty good in archery. But he quit, you know?
As I thought. Fujine, stop talking about the past. That's just really negative. I glare at her. Fujine sulks and eat the right cracker. Whew. It seems she's done now.
Oh, Shiro's childhood, huh?
God. So why do you have to bring the conversation back up again, Saber?
What, do you want to hear about it? Yes, I am curious.
Sonic described a ring.
Alright, then I shall tell you all about him.
The morale of Fujimura Taiga's army goes up due to the reinforcements brought on by Saber. I guess it can't be helped. I don't want to interrupt, so I guess I'll drink tea silently. I'll carry out my original intention of resting my body.
He's really twisted now, but he was really cute when he was a kid. He never doubted anyone, and he would do everything you asked him to do. I see. But he had a stubborn side to him, and he rarely changed his mind once he decided on something. I guess he was the complete opposite of Kiritsugu-san in that regard. So Kiritsugu was the opposite of Shiro? Yep, Kiritsugu-san was the kind that accepted everything. He thought that good and evil were different for each person. He took life really casually. But he would try to do something about it every time he saw someone in trouble, and Shiro was always trying to imitate Kiritsugu-san. Shiro was more particular than Kiritsugu-san, so he went and beat up the bullies, saying bad things are bad. Yeah, Shiro's been trying to be a superhero since then.
Fujine happily talks about boring things. But beside Fujine,
Why do you try to be a superhero?
Saber asked me a natural question. Well, it's hard to explain. I guess it's because I admire them.
Admire? You admire superheroes?
I guess so. It's embarrassing if she says superhero outright.
Why is that?
Well, I realized at that moment, there's no reason. Emiya Shiro has admired superheroes since he was a child. I kept on running so I could be of help to people, so that I could help people who were sad. That doesn't change even now. But the reason behind it? Why did I try to be of help to people? I'll make your dream. That's the answer. That was the end of the person that meant everything to me. He died peacefully because of a simple statement I made. I wanted to protect that trust he had in me. Even after he died. So that he would be able to rest in peace. But, is that really the right reason?
Shiro?
I hear my name and get a hold of myself. Oh, sorry, I'm going to my room now. Driven by an unknown uneasiness, I get up. I leave the living room, as if running away from something. No, not as if. I did run away. It was a natural question. But I was scared something might be revealed if Saber stared at me like that. Why? What am I scared of? An uneasiness I don't understand myself. A shapeless fear and attacking nausea. I hurry to my room, bearing the headache. Fujine went home, saying she had work to do tonight. Saber's sleeping in the next room like yesterday. I can't sleep tonight either, so I stare into the darkness. It's not that I can't sleep because I'm conscious of Saber. Why do you try to be a... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
You want to pretend to be me? No, go ahead.
No, it's how I decided to do this. No, you're right.
Why do you try to be a superhero?
It's because of those words. That question's still in my brain. She asked me why, and I answered because I admire them. It's obvious why I ran away right then. Because if she asked me why I admired them, I wouldn't be able to come up with an answer. No, I have an answer. But I'm unconsciously restraining myself from ever saying it. The reason to be a superhero? Why ask that now? I was just desperate to be like Kiritsugu when I was a child. I admired superheroes because there was an ideal I couldn't make come true. that should be the cause. The true form of the ideal I have? No, the ideal I've had since 10 years ago. I glared into the sky, thinking that if I could save someone, it would be a lie unless I could save everything. But which one is the lie? The ideal called a superhero that I've admired? The older I get, the more Miyashiro strays from the ideal. The ignorant child that didn't know of limits has learned of limits through knowledge. What can't be saved can't be saved. A miracle is something too big for humans. But I believed I could be like Kiritsugu when I grew older. But all I obtained was the wisdom to conclude that an ideal is just an ideal. All I can do are remedial measures. Even though I've been attacked with the fact that it's meaningless, I've continued to do whatever I could. Thinking that's good enough if one person's saved by my actions. Even though my objective is to save as many lives as I can, I've lost a lot of things on the way, but I continue so that I wouldn't lose. Even if I'm battered by reality, I can keep standing if I don't accept the loss, even if I'm only bluffing. That ideal, the ideal not to hurt anyone, is beautiful. I'll make your dream. Yeah, I just thought about that. If nobody's going to do it, I would inherit his dream myself. That's why I must become a superhero. I have to succeed Kiritsugu and protect what he admired. If I can create no victims, and if everyone can keep living peacefully, how good would it? Such a thing does not exist anywhere in this world. Shut up! You never know until you try. I desperately reject the words that come to my mind. He told me to drown in my ideals and die. Those words are ominous, as if correctly predicting Miyashiro's end.